Hey guys, back with another Pachinko teardown video today. I'm going to be doing the Matrix. Should have done this video about a month ago. I had this thing apart a dozen times, troubleshooting a LED issue I was having. And I'll talk more about that after I get it torn down. So we'll start out as usual here, open up the front door. I think I'll have enough room here. Alright, so with this one, we do have one cable we have to unplug before we take the cell out. That's this one right here going to the door. Unplug that. This one has the two clips on the side, and it's also got one down here. Flip that one down. And then these clips here on the side, they just lift up, you slide them back, and then they'll clip right back in out of the way. Just like that. And same with the other ones, we're going to start with the right side, start pulling it out. Get a hold of it. And then slide it out of the left side. There we go. Carefully lay that down. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take off every connector going to this board right here. We need to remove that because there's more plugs underneath it we have to get to. Okay, after all those are unhooked, there's a little tab right here. Press that. Lift that right up off. Now I'm gonna get rid of all the connectors going to this one here. This will let us take out the screen. I love the way this thing is set up. For this screen, there's a couple of red tabs right here. You slide these two up, and that'll release this whole screen right here. There's a couple handles on either side, and you can just lift it right up out. So there you go. This is that dual layer LCD screen. Creates that 3D effect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this plastic cover off down here on the bottom, and there's four screws total, 2 on either side, a little bit larger screws. I'll take those out. Now this bottom plastic piece will lift off. Now if you look here on the side, there's a couple groups of wires that go around underneath the back frame here. So follow them and get those unplugged. Run them back and get them out of these hooks right here. There, just like that. Same with this one here. This one goes all the way back over here. There we go. want to take out these smaller screws around the outside. Now when I had that LED issue, I thought for sure it was a resistor. I was tracing it back, and it's really convenient. Had it been a resistor, they're all right here. You've got one for each color going to the different groups of LEDs. And I traced it back to these right here, but unfortunately the resistors were okay, and I actually ended up having to replace the LED itself, which was a little more complicated. But I was able to find a replacement LED, change it out, it works again. Okay, I think I got all those screws. Now, a few more wires we have to unplug. There's a group going around the front here. We have to unplug all these and take them out of this clip right here. Those are going to stay behind when we separate this. Okay, so we got that group of wires out. And we also have some coming around this clip right here. That's going to stay behind, so we'll unplug all of these and get those out of that clip. This one here stays back. And then there's a group that comes around right here. We need to leave these behind. That. Okay. See if I'm forgetting any. Slowly lift this back off. I'm hung up on one of the wires here. There. Okay. So there's that section. Please excuse those background noises and little costs. My little helper's back there taking a nap. Anyways, here you can see all the animatronics there that go on the Matrix. And this is what we're left with. Now, what I had to do is, this board right here is the one that has the LED on the X of the Matrix that was giving me trouble. So this X right here on the Matrix, there's two different boards for the group of LEDs on that X. There's one board up here that has a single LED onto it, and then there's another board down here that has the rest on it. The way this works is there's a plug on the back side of this board right here that eventually goes back to that board of resistors. And as that's coming into this board, it hits that first LED, and then it goes out to the rest of the LEDs in that X. And that first LED went out onto me, and then it just caused the rest of them to go out. And it was only a single color. I think I lost red. But anyways, if you were to have to take that out, you'd take this plastic piece here off. You can remove that board, and then after you get behind here, there's another screw that goes through into the X piece right here, and you can take that X off, and then you can get to that LED board that's behind there. Okay, now these are the LEDs that I ended up getting as a replacement, and it took me a little while to find these because not all of them had the right pinout for the LEDs. Like one had, you know, red on the top, one had, you know, like green on the top. I don't remember the exact layout of them, but they weren't right. So I didn't want, you know, one LED to be lighting up red and the other ones to be blue or something like that. But I eventually finally found the ones with the right pinout, and I'll show you what I did here to test these. I had just my Arduino laying around. I figured with that 3.3 volt output that thing has onto it, I was like, oh, that'd work good enough for testing these real quick. So let's get this the right way. So I just go down through on each of the legs here with that to test each of them real quick. This one right here is the one that went bad onto me. You'll probably see that we won't get any red on. Oh, there's blue. I think these couple legs right here are crossed. Well, anyways, it looks like all we have on that one right now is blue. The other two are shot. So that's the one that went bad, and then these are the ones that I used for a replacement. Green on the top, red in the middle, and then blue down there. That looks kind of dim, as the voltages aren't perfect, but it's enough to test it real quick anyways. Alright, so that's what I did with that. There's the matrix teardown. Thanks for watching, guys.